also 1999 in the same category, two other very influential first-person shooters. They go together. You can't really have one without the other. They were positioned. They came out around the same time. They were pitted against each other, and they're very much now. You generally can't say. You have to almost pick a side, and that's Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Tournament, the original game from those two first-person shooters were, of course. I just remember this era so well. It was arena-based, Twitch-based.
1v1 generally.
Yep. Well, not
in the competitive scene,
yeah,
I think it was all 1v1,
in the competitive, but this supported, much larger. And it's you had your sort of hardcore, tried and true Quake evolution with rocket launchers and rocket jumping and bouncy pads and things, and then you had the newcomer.
Yep.
Because Unreal had existed, but not Unreal Tournament.
Right.
Yeah.
Unreal was this single player game known for its amazing
the graphics, the Unreal
amazing
engine,
visual engine.
But Unreal Tournament took Unreal and turned it into a multiplayer game with the goop gun and the flak cannon, all these sort of crazier
ASMD
weapons.
shock rifle.
Well, people
were fantastic.
They started looking at there'd been these years where first-person shooters had to have single-player campaigns that were enjoyable, and then people would kind of spawn off and take some of the single-player maps, and they'd build their own multiplayer maps, and they'd build their own mods on them. And finally, somebody said, the multiplayer stuff a lot of times way more fun than why don't we just make games around this? And with Quake 3, when they were just like, nope, this is a multiplayer game. That's it. People were like, what? But I'd been playing so much Team Fortress and Action Quake 2 at that point that I was just like, come to me!
And Quake 3 was the game where John Carmack himself, the programming genius who made the engines, was actually the lead designer as well, which had not happened on any of id's other games. And Quake 3 lives on.
It was part of this great movement of
Unreal Tournament.
Multiplayer, skill-based focused shooters.
Yes.
Like all of them kind of originated there on Steam too. Like you had Counter-Strike, you had Unreal Tournament, you had Quake, you had Day of Defeat, Team Fortress, Deathmatch Classic. Like all of those games I remember playing a lot when I was a kid. Obviously Counter-Strike the most, but I had friends who played tons of Unreal Tournament and they were really good. I could never quite get used to the pace of it. It's a very, very fast game, even by today's standards.
So yeah, real quick, let's see.
Sure.
Quake or Unreal, guys?
Unreal.
Quake.
Oh, I had to be Unreal.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm alone.
I'm definitely an Unreal guy. Like the speed of it, the verticality of the level designs, the weapons and how many of them had alternate firing modes, and the most articulated little mechanic of any shooter at that time. I loved the wombo combo of the ASMD shock rifle, firing the secondary fire off the big ball and watching it go out, and then just taking aim and hitting it with the primary fire to blow it up and just blow grass to smithereens.
Give me that sweet Carmack net code.
So good. Well, there is that.